Today, we've been talking a lot about getting out of our comfort zone, so I'm going to do something out of my comfort zone because imagine that I'm actually shy and I don't really like telling stories about me. But I'm going to tell you a story because my goal with doing all this, and this is revealing myself, is in 1989, I wrote down that I wanted to help heal the heart of millions of people. And naturally, we always want to do for others what we need to do for ourselves. So my story is not a white picket story, just like many of you are listening to this right now. So, and one of the toughest times for us to feel connected to our heart is when we're going through lots of challenges. And yesterday I was speaking with this woman who wanted my help, and she's basically been in bed, feeling that every time she gets better, something happens, and she gets put back in bed, and she lives alone, and feeling quite desperate. And okay, I need to talk about this, because that we all have all these things. And again, if I use my famous yin and yang, it's like sometimes if this represents challenges and this represents the benefit that comes from the challenges, it's like sometimes the challenges don't happen quickly. Sometimes they seem to build up over time. And they build up, and they build up, and they build up. And then in that period where they build up, it's so easy to get depressed, desperate, feeling like, what's wrong with me? Why is this happening? Why does it keep happening? And to start beating yourself up. I mean, that's uber important, is that we cannot go there. That when we are in the midst of these challenges, what we need to do is ask ourselves, how is this helping me get what I want out of life? How is this helping me get my purpose, my mission? And in 1989, when it was a year after the toughest year of my life back then, because in 1988 my father was diagnosed with terminal cancer, given 9 months to live. 3 weeks later my 21-year-old brother died in a car accident, and then my 8-year relationship to the man I thought I was going to marry ended. All of this basically within a month of each other, and it was so painful. And at the same time, the reason I'm sitting in front of you is because that pain forced me to survive it, to dig deep and find out, like, how do you live life that's worth living if you don't know when you're going to die? What's the meaning of life? All of these things. And so a year later, because of all this pain, I ended up having, through one of the seminars that I now conduct myself, my Extreme Freedom Seminar, I got to experience this most intense spiritual experience of my life. And I'm putting words to something I got to experience inside of me, but what I know in all the fibers of my being is that everything that ever happened to us, everything that is happening, everything that will ever happen is actually happening to help us learn to love. Love ourselves, love others, and gain wisdom. So, for me, last year, 2014, was one of the toughest years since 1989. It kept piling up and piling up and piling up. But my blessing was that I've known since 1989 that whenever something challenging happens, it's not because something is wrong with us. And I kept waiting and waiting for what was the blessing. I centered myself, became grateful as much as I could to withstand the journey until I could get to the place where I had enough wisdom to understand why it was happening. And what I saw was that I had been staying too much in my comfort zone. I had been staying there because I had a great life. I was doing what I wanted, but it was comfortable. And to be able to reach all the people that I want to reach, helping heal the hearts of millions of people, I needed to get out of my comfort zone, and I was not. And these challenges of last year have forced me to recommit to myself, because I could have actually quit. But I didn't want to quit because in my heart, quitting on this would be quitting on me. So right now, if you're going through a tough place in your life, if it feels harsh and hard and you're going, oh, what's wrong with me for this to be happening, stop that. What you need to ask yourself instead is, how is this challenge helping me get what I need? Because you're worthy of love. And everything that's happening is actually, whether it's challenge or support, is actually there to help you learn something about love, about yourself. It's also about helping you get your goals. So if, for me, since 1989, I've been wanting to reach millions of people, I could not keep doing my little comfortable life. I needed to step up my game. I needed to get out of my comfort zone. So I hope that right now, if you're listening to this and you're having a challenging time, it can be a bit of sunshine in your day. And take the time, if you love yourself enough, take the time to ask yourself, what is my deepest heart desire? What's my mission? What's my purpose? And then see how this challenge is happening. It's actually helping you get what you would love out of life. So that's my little message for you. Hoping to bring you some healing, some gratitude, some sunshine into your day.